Y'all hear that? That's the perks of buying an Infiniti. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Carvin Reg, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I'm gonna be telling you guys pros and cons of owning an Infiniti Q50. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely stay tuned. Let's get into the first pro. The first pro is obviously it's a great looking car, man. I'm not even gonna lie, man. This car looks amazing. You know, I like how the way Infiniti designed this car, especially in the front. I feel like that's where the G37 was lacking, was more so the front end, not the back end. The back end of the G37 looks amazing, but the front end got outdated fast. But with this one, I feel like it's been around for so many years. It's a reason why they haven't touched it. If it's broke, don't fix it. The front of this car looks amazing, it looks aggressive, and it looks nice. So great looking car. Definitely gonna get people who's turning their heads or telling you it's a nice car and stuff like that, especially if you customize it. You know, it's gonna be people looking at this car for sure. The second pro is that it has good performance for a V6, especially in a V6. You're getting about 328 horsepower out of an NA V6. A lot of people call these cars slow. I don't think it's slow by far, especially the competition when it comes to NA V6s. It's probably the fastest NA V6 that you can get on the market, especially in its own category. Of course, it's not going to be the Hellcat or, you know, anything fast, GTR, nothing like that. You got to remember that this is an NA car. It's not forced induction, and what you can get out of an NA car, which is 328 horsepower, is not bad. Now you can do the things that what I did is that if you want to add just a little bit more horsepower, you can get a tune, you can go on E, and you can gain a little bit more horsepower, which will make it more of a funner experience. But out the gate, stock is not slow. It's definitely faster than a lot of NA V6s that you can get. It's definitely more faster than any NA V6 that you can get. Plus, they're really reliable. You can get probably over 300K out these engines alone if it was maintained right. You know what I'm saying? I gotta preach that to everybody. If it's maintained right, your car will run for a long time. So if you maintain it and you do everything that you're supposed to do, then your car will run, you know, for a very, very long time. The main thing with this car is just do oil changes. I do mine every 3,500 miles. Do your oil changes, just make sure you're caught up to date with fluids, with transmission or diffs, and if you have the all-wheel drive, the transfer case, and the front diff. And you know, do your spark plugs, you know, every 100K, whatever, and you know, you pretty much golden. And then water pump and timing chain at, you know, 150, and you're good. But as long as if you maintain it, then they will last. So the third pro is that it's way more luxury than the past Infinitis. I'm more so speaking on a G37. The G37 to me was more, I think they were more so focused on performance with that car overall, which is why it's a great car, especially when it comes to performance and handling. Oh my gosh, I can't preach that enough. The handling on the G37 is amazing compared to the Q50. But one thing that the Q50 outshines the G37 with is overall luxury. The double screens, the 360 cameras, it just feels different. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just feels different. It feels like I'm in a luxury car compared to just a sports car. You know, the different drive modes, the seating, like everything. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, like this car is just way more luxury. Like, Infiniti outdid themselves, but yeah, it's way more luxury than the past Infinitis for sure. Like, they definitely upgraded when it came to designing the Q50 compared to the G37s or even the G35s. Like, the G35s and the G37s are luxury, but it's not like this, like, you know, luxury or whatever. So yeah, you get more of a luxury feel inside the Q50 than any other Infinitis. Another pro is that it's very comfortable. When you ride, it's very comfortable. I can tell you that the suspension feels great when you're driving this car. I don't really feel like you're going hecka fast either. Like, I'll be doing sometimes like 90 or 100, not even looking at like the speedometer. I'm like, oh dang, I'm going like 100 miles per hour, but it feel like I'm going like 80 or 75. Like, you don't feel it at all. Like, it's a very comfortable ride, very comfortable seating in here. It's really a good car, and if you are interested, I definitely say you should buy it. But now let's go ahead and get into the cons with the Q50. I mentioned the 2 screens earlier with it being luxury, but it comes to a downside that the screens are very laggy. Well, at least to me, mine is very laggy. Like, sometimes it takes forever to turn on, sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's not. But when it's not, oh, best believe it's gonna take a sweet time to turn on. Even like going through the system, like, you know, touching it or swiping through different apps or whatever, is very, very slow. So I would definitely say that's a con when it comes with the Q50. Maybe the later years, as far as like maybe 2018 and up, maybe they fixed the problem, I don't know. But these screens are very, very laggy, and then sometimes Bluetooth is very laggy as well. Like, I would switch a song, and then you're not going to hear that new song until like maybe another 7-10 seconds. So sometimes it's spot on. Like, when I switch, it's playing. When it's laggy, it's gonna take like 7 to 10 seconds, which is like, oh my god. But that's the first con, is that the screens are laggy. The second con is that if you have a big family, if you have a big family, you have people that's tall in your family or whatever, it's not much room that you can get back here. And also the trunk is not as big also. So I would definitely say that's another con. Not really for me, but I guess for people who have big families, or they have taller people in their family that would be in the back seat, it's definitely not going to be as comfortable for the driver and the people in the back seat, because it is very, very small back there. The third con is transmission issues. Unfortunately, you're definitely going to deal with the infamous valve body problem, like I dealt with this car. The reason why I bought it for so cheap is because the valve body went bad in this car, and I ended up switching it to the VR. But yes, you will be dealing with valve body problems. I wish you didn't have to, but that's what comes with the 3.7 models. You're gonna deal with valve body problems, so definitely be prepared for that, especially if you have a Q that's under 60,000 miles, a 3.7. You're gonna have to deal with that eventually. So just put some money to the side and either do the VR swap or do the valve body. Last con is that theft is definitely rising with this car, or I'm pretty sure you guys hear about it. Infinity's being stolen in general, as far as the G35s, the G37s, or the Q50, Q60s, whatever has a push to start, they're stealing it. So that's something that you will have to deal with if you do buy this car. One thing that I do use is I use the steering wheel lock. This one is like the most expensive one, but yeah, I definitely use this. I also have 2 kill switches. I have one kill switch where it's in the tune, and I have another kill switch that, you know, pretty much won't start the starter. If you can't start the starter, then you can't start the car. So I definitely suggest that you go out and get a kill switch at least, and a steering wheel lock or a brake lock or something, if you don't want your car being stolen, because they're jumping in the sunroofs and they're hooking up a device to your car, and they're creating a whole nother key with that device and a whole bunch of stupid stuff, man. I wish that we didn't live in a world today where we have to worry about stupid stuff like people stealing cars that people work hard for, or, you know, just, I don't know, I think it's just dumb to me. And then they just take it to the takeover, bap it, put it on fire or whatever, and I don't know, it's really stupid. But that's something that you'll have to deal with, unfortunately, if you want to get a Q. So to protect your Q, definitely get full coverage insurance, get you a steering wheel lock, and get you a kill switch or a brake lock. And you can also get an OBD lock as well. I don't have one, but I hear they're pretty good. Also made videos about, you know, securing your Infiniti. I made 2, so I definitely suggest you watch those videos, because I go in depth with the kill switches and everything like that. I'm not gonna go in depth in this video, because I made videos about the kill switch. So definitely go watch those 2 videos if you're wondering what a kill switch is. I explained it in that video, and also more tips to keep your Infiniti safe. So definitely watch that. But yeah, man, that's all the pros and cons that I have. If you guys are interested in buying a Q50, I definitely suggest you do. The reason why is because it's a good car overall. They last a long time, they're fun, they're fast, a lot of mods that you can do, and yeah, you know what I'm saying. Especially if you tune it, it'll make your experience with the car a lot better. So I definitely suggest you buy it. But like I said, theft is definitely on the rise with this car. But like I keep on saying, steering wheel lock, kill switch, or brake lock. That's all you need. You need the steering wheel lock because you just want it, you know, visual. Like, you know, I got my steering wheel lock. Some people can cut through the steering wheel lock, but that's why I say invest in a kill switch, because they won't be able to turn your car on, or at least an OBD lock. Do something to where they can't steal your car and also get full coverage, because if they happen to steal the car and they can't find it, at least insurance will cash you out. But definitely do those, and it will kind of be impossible to steal your car. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is the pros and cons on my Infiniti Q50. If you have any questions or anything regarding the Q50 or the G37 or the G35, I own the G37, I own a G35, and obviously I own a Q50, so I'm very knowledgeable when it comes to these cars. You can find me on Instagram at CarVenturesReg, or you can leave a comment, whatever you want to do, ask away. But this is the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
They was praying that I fall off. Done stood 10 toes, never fall, young. Finna ball off. And it's still West Side Pasadena.